And I think the reason I am so much fucking against Russia and China is as a kid, I fucking saw East Germany while the wall was standing, dude. I fucking saw that shit.
Yeah, you
And
told
then
me.
we drove right into fucking West Berlin, and it was like a fucking so surrealistic that you cannot fucking describe it, dude.
Right? Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
explained that. You're like, it was like there was no color. Everything was gray.
There was, yeah, it was fucking, even the dogs was fucking gray, the cat was gray, the dog, it was so fucking weird, dude.
Yeah,
Gray and fucking dull and sad.
it's crazy. What's up, everybody? Cyber and I just sitting here talking like we like to do, and I decided to go live. I've got my bong clean and of course the bowl is not clean. I cleaned the bottom part of the bowl, but it still had cannabis in it, so I only clean the bottom half, and I leave the bowl dirty.
Let's beat a
when
guitar
I do
jam.
that. Moo,
Moo.
moo,
Moo.
moo,
Moo.
moo. The questioning cow. The inquisitive cow said, "Moo," said the inquisitive cow.
Moo.
How are all of our other inquisitive bovines today? We hope you're fine. And we have got bong rips for all. We just had a party over here. I had some birthday cake. I'm going to be paying for that for the next 2 or 3 days with my fatness and my double chins. I did say that plurally. We're ready to smoke. Cyber's got one packed. We're ready, so I don't even have to ask. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers,
Jeff
everybody.
Lund.
Cheers, Cyber.
Nay, that was so
Cheers,
cool
bro.
to see the
Cheers,
bears.
everybody.
I'm gonna call you Papa Bear Trendy now. LOL.
One of the best videos I've ever got of the bear. I put it on YouTube, and I'll go ahead and I'll bring that up for you.
Twinkle Toe. Hey man, smoking some mob here in Maine. How's it going?
Hey, Twinkle Toe, it's
Jeff
going
Lund.
good.
Cheers. Big Mac 83. Hey gang.
Hey, Big Mark, watch this, man. This is a bear came across the property this 2 hours ago, and I got it all on video. So enjoy this. You can hear the whole party was freaking out.
Oh, look at the size of that.
There goes your banana tree.
Jeff Lund. Dabbing some diamonds and sauce here.
Right on,
Mama
Jeff.
here.
Frankino
Hey,
89
Frank.
IT.
Beautiful.
Hi.
Look at that. He's going some bananas.
Kimberly J.
Think
Starks.
about it. Look at that.
Hey Nay.
Hi, Kimberly.
Isn't that something?
Here comes the baby. Here comes the baby.
The baby's coming now. Look at that. Look at that.
Everybody all right?
Well, that was our session for today.
You guys, it's not over yet.
You're the baby out there. You're the baby playing the tree.
Attacking the tree.
Look at that.
Is there fruit dentistry or something, or just leaves?
He's just playing. Look at that.
Like a pit bull.
Look at that, he's like the cutest thing.
Unbelievable.
But you just love to hold him. And
There it was. Did you guys like that?
Nice. Yeah.
It's fun, wasn't it? We were so excited to
Yeah.
see that this afternoon, right here out the back window.
So it's the same bear with the same cub that keeps coming
No,
back?
that's a smaller, much smaller female with a single cub. No, so far I think we've seen 4 different females with 4 different broods.
Damn.
So, I mean, the one that came after me was
Kimberly J.
twice
Starks.
the size of that one.
Yes, loved it.
Twice the size.
Cassie. Show it again.
Cassie's like, show it again. I can show it again.
Look at the size of that. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at the size
There goes your banana tree.
Yeah, but.
There's a baby one
I
too.
just saw the baby.
Well, look at the mama here.
She's beautiful.
Look at that thing.
It's pretty eat some.
He's going some bananas. There you go. You were just talking about it. Look at that. Isn't that something?
Here comes the baby. Here comes the baby.
The baby's coming now. Look at that. Look at that.
Cassie, that's so awesome.
Everybody all right?
Well, that was our segment for today.
You guys, it's not over yet.
They all walked away from the
There's
window.
the baby out there.
And the baby's like all clowning out there and shit. I'm like, well, how come you're not watching this?
Is there fruit dentry or something, or just leaves?
He's just playing.
Look at that.
Like a pit bull.
Look at that, is that the cutest thing? But you just
Unbelievable.
love to hold him.
My mom says, wouldn't you just love to hold him and pet him? What a nice video that was. Shows off the beautiful backyard too, huh? That I've done so much work on. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to make videos that show that off. Why are you making him get down? Why are you making him get down? Oh, don't listen to her. Yeah, see? That changed quick, didn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that's where he wants to be. Leave my cat alone, man. Came all the way from California just to sit on that table. So it is bottom of the hour here in 2 minutes. So get ready.
Oh, I'm ready.
Get ready, folks.
Kimberly J. Starks. Wow, that was awesome.
It was awesome, wasn't it? Bears are so cute. I love watching them.
I learned the other day the only difference between a grizzly bear and a brown bear is the location. Geographic location. It's basically the same bear.
Well, I've never heard that because I've seen grizzly bears that were fucking giants, and I've never seen a brown bear as big as a grizzly. Yeah, I've seen grizzly bears that were freaking 12 feet tall, you know, when they stood up on their hind legs.
Yeah.
So I don't know about that. I don't know what the difference is between those two. Brown bears just seem like not as intimidating, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's because they never stand up on their back legs. I wonder if it's the exact same animal.
You know, I don't know. I read it on Reddit in that GLL today. I learned. And they just said it was the same. It might be wrong, though. Reddit is often wrong, you know. Hold on, let me Google some shit here. Yeah, it's if you Google it, brown/grizzly bears. Brown and grizzly are common names for the same species. The difference between the two are geographic location, with the influence of diet, size, and behavior.
Size for sure.
Yeah.
But I guess they get bigger out there because they got those giant fish to eat up north.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't have that down here. Celebrities that got in trouble for ruining historical items. What the fuck, dude? Why would you ruin a historical item? Let's see if there's anything worth talking about here. The truth about Rick Simpson's hemp oil, part 4. I don't know what that is.
Are we smoking?
I am ready to smoke. Bottom of the hour. No law regarding cannabis. Everybody cheers.
Yes.
I see what you're doing here.
What's in the box?
What's in the box, man? What's in the box?
That's a great movie, by the way.
Great movie. It's a dark movie.
Yeah, no, it's a legged robot, and I've been involved with those a lot recently, and I'm going to explore. I was going to bring it here, but I thought this is the wrong. The other robot I have is the wrong atmosphere.
Is it a Boston Dynamics one?
So I had a lot of. I've been closely working with Boston Dynamics, and how do I put it? I put a lot of my love into what they're doing for a few years. I love the engineers there. We're close. We like each other.
But I hear a butt coming.
Let me politely say that, they're also a company that are trying to make money. And so there's a marketing team, there's PR, and they're starting getting in the way of engineers. And whenever...
God, I can't listen to that guy. Puts me to fucking...
Oh, he's
I love you. Happy birthday. Mwah. So, I guess my audience is not around for a show right now. I wonder where everybody is.
How dare they?
How dare they? How dare they? What am I doing here? I'm looking at the date. It is Sunday. How dare you? How dare you all? Get off my screen. Oh, God, you're such idiots. Fuck, why am I seeing this? Don't recommend channel. Fuck that redacted channel. Fuck you. The causes and consequences of the Ukraine war. This is a good one.
Nothing about his reason for going to war.
Listen to this one.
The same is true of Putin's statement that he views Russians and Ukrainians as quote unquote one people with a common history. Others point out that he called the collapse of the Soviet Union, quote, the greatest geopolitical catastrophe of the century. Of course, he also said, whoever does not miss the Soviet Union has no heart. Whoever wants it back has no brain. Still others point out that he said modern Ukraine was entirely created by Russia, or to be more precise, by Bolshevik communist Russia, end of quote. But he went on to say in the same speech, quote, of course, we cannot change past events, but we must at least admit them openly and honestly.
Did you hear that? That's Vladimir Putin saying that about Ukraine.
Yeah.
Okay, so pay attention to what this guy is saying.
To make the case that Putin was bent on conquering all of Ukraine and incorporating it into Russia, it is necessary to provide evidence that first, he thought it was a desirable goal, That second, he thought it was a feasible goal. And third, he intended to pursue that goal. There is no evidence, let me repeat, there is no evidence in the public record that Putin was contemplating, much less intending, to put an end to Ukraine as an independent state and make it part of a greater Russia when he sent his troops into Ukraine on February 24th. In fact, there is significant evidence that Putin recognized Ukraine as an independent country. In his July 12th, 2021 article, which I assume many of you have looked at, about Russian-Ukrainian relations, which proponents of the conventional wisdom often point to as evidence of his imperial ambitions, he tells the Ukrainian people in that article, you want to establish a state of your own? You are welcome. Regarding how Russia should treat Ukraine, he writes, there is only one answer, with respect. He concludes that lengthy article with the following words, and what Ukraine will be, it is up to its citizens to decide. It's not evidence of somebody who's interested in swallowing Ukraine and making it part of Russia. In that same July 12th, 2021 article, and again in an important speech he gave on February 21st of this year, Putin emphasized that Russia accepts, quote, the new geopolitical reality that took shape after the dissolution of the USSR. He reiterated that same point for a third time on February 24th when he announced that Russia would invade Ukraine. He also made it clear that it is not our plan to occupy Ukrainian territory and that he respected Ukrainian sovereignty, but only up to a point. To be a bit more specific and quote him, Russia cannot feel safe, develop, and exist.
So did you catch that? So he literally said before they went into Ukraine, he said, our objective is not to go in there and take territory. So the fact that he went in there, claimed it as his, and then backed out, I think he's just proven a point. He's basically saying, we made it this far. I'm going to sign it over to us. But maybe that's why he's backing his fucking troops out of there right now. Because he's like, look, we're not really taking the frickin' territory. We're pulling our troops out of there. You guys can take it back. But, you know, he's trying to make a point to the world that, you know, Russia's not to be fucked with. This should be really interesting what goes on in the next year, because there's a lot of tension around nuclear use and the submarines and, you know, the pushback from Ukraine and all that, and trying to embarrass Putin, you know.
Wouldn't he have drawn all those troops out in that region that was about to be cut off if he wanted to withdraw?
Winter's coming. Winter's coming. Maybe they're going to come back in after winter, you know. Maybe he's just going to try to strengthen his troops, get them back into Russia, get them rehabilitated, get more people, and then go back. You know, who knows what he's thinking? Or maybe he's going to pull back, because what this guy just said is Putin literally said our objective is not to take territory. So I have not heard this entire thing. It's long, but it's really interesting. I want to hear some more.
While facing a permanent
this guy studies this stuff.
From the
he's a professor
of today's.
He's
like
a professor,
of
history.
Putin was not interested in making Ukraine part of Russia. He was interested in making sure it did not become, quote unquote, a springboard for Western aggression against Russia, a subject I will say more about shortly. One might argue that Putin was lying about his motives, that he was attempting to disguise his imperial ambitions. As it turns out, I have written a book, one of the few books, about lying in international politics. It's entitled Why Leaders Lie, The Truth About Lying in International Politics. And it is clear to me that Putin was not lying. For starters, one of my principal findings in the book is that leaders do not lie much to each other. They lie more often to their own publics.
Hear that?
Regarding Putin, whatever one thinks of him as a human being, he does not have a history of lying to other.
So this guy's an author. He literally wrote a book about when politicians lie. And what his biggest conclusion in the book was politicians mostly lie to the people that vote for them. When they're talking to the rest of the world, they're usually pretty straightforward.
They're leaders.
It's really interesting.
Although some assert
he's like an expert in the field.
Frequently lies and cannot be trusted, there's actually little evidence of him lying to foreign audiences. Moreover, he has publicly spelled out his thinking about Ukraine on numerous occasions.
No law regarding cannabis, everybody. You ready, Saib?
Years. And he has consistently emphasized that his principal concern is Ukraine's relations with the West, especially with regard to NATO.
Like a flex move, right, Big Merc? Exactly, like a flex.
Hinted that he wants to make Ukraine part of Russia. If this behavior is part of a giant deception campaign, it would be without precedent in recorded history. Perhaps the best indicator that Putin is not bent on conquering and absorbing Ukraine is the military strategy Moscow has employed from the start of this campaign. The Russian military did not attempt to conquer all of Ukraine. That would have required a classic blitzkrieg strategy that aimed at quickly overrunning all of Ukraine with armored forces supported by tactical air power. That strategy was not feasible, however, because there were only 190,000 soldiers in Russia's invading army, which is far too small a force to vanquish and occupy Ukraine, which is not only the largest country between the Atlantic Ocean and Russia, but also has a population of over 40 million people. You're not going to conquer, occupy, and absorb a country of that size with 190,000 people. And you're not even going to have enough troops to launch a classic blitzkrieg, which is essential to conquer the entire country. Unsurprisingly, the Russians pursued a limited aim strategy, which focused on either capturing or threatening Kyiv and conquering a large swath of territory in eastern and southern Ukraine. In short, Russia did not have the capability to subdue all of Ukraine, much less conquer other countries in Europe. To take this argument a step further, Putin and other Russian leaders surely understand from the Cold War that occupying countries in the age of nationalism is invariably a prescription for never-ending trouble. The Soviet experience in Afghanistan is a glaring example of this phenomenon. But more relevant for the issue at hand is Moscow's relations with its allies in Eastern Europe during the Cold War. The Soviet Union maintained a huge military presence in that region and was involved in the politics of almost every country located there. Those allies, however, were a frequent thorn in Moscow's side. The Soviet Union put down a major insurrection in East Germany in 1953. It invaded Hungary in 1956, and it then invaded Czechoslovakia in 1968, all for the purpose of keeping those countries in line. There was serious trouble in Poland in 1956, 1970, and 1980 to 81. Although Polish authorities dealt with these events, they served as a reminder that intervention might be necessary. Albania, Romania, and Yugoslavia routinely caused Moscow trouble, but Soviet leaders tended to tolerate their misbehavior because their location made them less important for deterring NATO. What about contemporary Ukraine? It's obvious
C.
from
Fishing.
Putin's
Hey, Dave.
July 12,
Yo-yo.
2021 essay, his famous essay, that he understands that Ukrainian nationalism is a powerful force and that the civil war in the Donbass, which had been going on since 2014, had done much to poison relations between Russia and Ukraine. He surely knew that Russia's invasion force would not be welcomed with open arms by Ukrainians, and that it would be a Herculean task for Russia to subjugate Ukraine if it had the necessary forces to conquer the entire country, which it did not have. Finally, it's worth noting that hardly anyone made the argument that Putin had imperial ambitions from the time he first took office in 2000 until the Ukraine crisis first broke out on February 22nd, 2014. That's 14 years. Nobody made the argument that he had imperial ambitions in his first 14 years in office.
Boom.
In fact, the Russian leader was an invited guest to the April 2008 NATO summit in Bucharest, where the alliance announced that Ukraine and Georgia would eventually become members. He was invited to be there. Putin's opposition to that announcement had hardly any effect on Washington because Russia was judged to be too weak to stop further enlargement, just as it had been too weak to stop the 1990 tranche of enlargement, and just as it had been too weak to stop the 2004 tranche of expansion. Relatedly, it's important to note that NATO expansion before 2014, before the February 2014 crisis, was not aimed at containing Russia. Given the sad state of Russian military power, Moscow was in no position to pursue revanchist policies in Eastern Europe. Tellingly, former U.S. Ambassador to Moscow Michael McFaul notes that Putin's seizure of Crimea, that was in February 22nd, after the February 22nd, 2014 crisis started, was not planned before the crisis, but was an impulsive move in response to the coup that overthrew Ukraine's pro-Russian leader.
Wow.
In short, NATO enlargement was
Wow.
not intended to contain a Russian threat.
Man, once you learn the history and you learn the order and you listen to a professor that understands the history of it, and he puts it all in order for you, I mean, it's really easy to follow and understand, man. This goes on for another hour and a half more of him speaking, so I highly recommend you guys watch it. You know, every time I listen to it, here is a link to it in the chat. Go educate yourselves on the other narrative, man. Go listen to there's the American narrative, there's the NATO narrative, and then there's the one that's based on history. I recommend you go get the one that's based on history, and you stop listening to the people who are telling you what you think you know. You know, I'd go tweet that. I'm going to tweet that out right now. I'm going to tweet that. Hey man, it's 7:10. It's 4:20. I keep messing that up. It's 4:20 in Newfoundland.
How unpacked.
Oh well, you're just as cool as I am then. No law regarding cannabis. Everybody cheers. Cyber cheers. Everybody cheers. I've got a video for you guys.
Yes, everybody.
I got a video of them removing that tree out of my creek. If you want to see it.
Sure. Yes.
I mean, I got some content, is what I like to say. I got some content here for you.
Big Mac 83. # tweeted.
Hey, Merc, could you think you could say that a little louder, bro? Merc's like, I control the volume. All right, so it's a long video. A long delay. What is that? I just got a message from Mark in California. It's crazy. Long delay. I like to say long delay. I don't know why. I don't know why I like to say it, but I like to say it. Okay, there's too much brightness, so I'm gonna have to turn everything like this. Like this.
Big Mac 83. Fan on.
Hey man, what the hell just happened? That's weird. .8 gigabytes free. I need to remove some stuff. Hey, look at that shot. That's pretty good, huh?
Uh-huh.
I'll take the chat down. Hey, look, it's me. Look at that. It's me looking at you. Looking at this and that. Doing the other. It's a good thing I got 2 cameras. Hey, I'm a smart guy. Look at me. I'm a smart guy. Doing smart things with my smart brain. Talking to you, people. Hey, what do you see? That tree? It was on my side of the creek. It was totally on my side of the creek. Yeah, oh, look, guys, look. Look at that. How nice. Is that nice?
Nice.
You like it is. You like it is. It's so special nice. It's a waterfall. I made it special nice. And just for you and the hen. It's a special good. You're gonna like it. Look at the water. It trickles down there like a special nice.
Dave C.
With
Fishing.
a little bubbly. And there's a little
Creek
bubbly.
way down.
A little bubbly, a little trickly, little bubbly, and look at that, with a little bench I built over there down the creek there. You're going to see some work going on down this direction. look in that direction. They're doing some work down there. What are they doing? They're doing stuff. They're doing it. You guys like my narration? I make the video better, don't I? My narration makes it better. Totally. My narration totally makes it better.
Fishing.
Right here, we have a
Panic
large...
acid.
Look, guys. This was way too much equipment for what they needed to do. I mean, they had a fucking a Bobcat there. All I needed, right, to fix what they were doing. I could have done it. My friend Mark would have done it 3 times, 4 times as fast as me. But I could have done it myself. Shit, I got a winch on the front of my truck, and I could have done this, the exact same thing that they did with this fucking crane. And dude, they extended this crane all the way up, and they had to put down the feet and block off the whole road. And it was crazy. They had to lift this whole crane up. They had to do all this stuff, dude. It was psychotic. When they finally got the crane down the other side, the thing unspooled. I don't know. I was watching. I was like, dude, I don't think he wants it to do that. It was really weird. He like lifted the arm all the way up, then he lifted the hook all the way up, then he lowered it down, he lowered the hook down. It was like really weird. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. But then when he finally got the thing down on the ground, it's like you start swapping hooks out or something. I don't know what he was doing. I'm like, why wasn't this truck like ready to go at the shop? Why are you having to swap out whatever you're doing? I didn't know. So any of you that have ever worked on heavy equipment like this, maybe you can tell me what this guy is doing with the hook. Okay, later on in this video. Now, on this video, this guy that you see here with the chainsaw, he almost dies, and I get it on video. Okay, he's cutting the roots loose at the bottom of the tree, and he slices like the very last one, and the whole tree comes up at him while he's standing on it.
That's a fucking classic mistake, dude.
Bro.
Holy fuck.
Bro, I was in shock that this guy had put himself in this position. He was standing right where he is standing right now. There's the crazy music. I'm gonna cut trees with this chainsaw. I've done this one time before in my life. I think I'm a pro. I'm not. I'm going to die. I will all die if I try to cut this tree down, because I don't know what I'm doing. Well, what am I doing? I don't know. Who gave me the right to run a chainsaw? I don't know. The name of that song is I Don't Know. It's the ongoing theme. So I'm talking.
Building suspense.
Got a big hook. There, I'm going to show you the hook on the end of this thing. It's crazy. Dude, this thing belongs in like downtown San Francisco. And they brought it into my little tiny neighborhood to do what... Bro, I would have taken the fucking the Bobcat. I would have pulled it up near the edge. I would have tied a fucking strap around the Bobcat bucket. Easy. This is just basic Bobcatting. I would have tied the fucking rope around that tree. I would have gone in. I would have cut a small section off the top of that tree. And I would have done it piece by piece all the way down. Because there was a power cable at the bottom and through a metal thing. So look at them swinging that boom around. And I'm just standing there in awe, like, what are they doing, man? With this, just to get this one log out of here. My buddy Mark would have had that tree out of there in 1 hour. It took these guys all afternoon. They were out there. They were working all afternoon. I got so tired of filming them. I had to cut
when you
it.
work on an hourly basis, you can fucking take your time. Huh?
Bro, every time they stopped working to assess what was going on, whatever, I stopped filming. So you just see the action. But, oh my God, I was like, I gotta get back inside, man. My family's in there having a party. So now he puts the hook on the ground. This is the weird part. Watch this. Look at the arm. Why is he lowering the arm all the way down? Look at that. What is he doing? Right? I was like, what is this guy doing? Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he wants to have enough slag in the chain. I don't know, but that shouldn't be done like that.
No, he's going to go do something to the hook, bro. And it took him like a half hour. Like, I don't know what he was doing. Look, see? I cut it there. Because there was nothing going on for a long time. So now he's on the hook, right? And it's like, in my opinion, all they would have needed to do was just tie a strap to the hook or to the cable and just put it over the tree, put a strap around the tree and pull it up. 1 hour later, bro. Look, there's a hawk in the tree now. It's come there and it's watching them. See the hawk in the middle of the screen?
It's thinking, what a fucking bunch of idiots.
That's what I was thinking, dude. It's like, look, I'll back up here and I'll show you. Look, the bird's watching them. What a bunch of idiots. Why are they still there? What is going on? Dude, when this guy almost dies, though, I guarantee you his life flashed before his eyes when that limb started coming up on him. Because it came up pretty fast. I'm showing the hole in the ground right there. It's right where all those leaves are. There's a giant gouge in the front yard. Crevasse from erosion. I've since put an end to the erosion, but we need to fill it in. And I'm hoping when these guys come back with the Bobcat, they're planning on pulling the dirt out of the creek, and I'm wondering if they'll put that dirt in the crevasse, because that's where the dirt came from, you know? They won't even have to haul it off. Just dump it right in our yard, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be great. Fill that gap in. So now watch what he does. Okay? Watch what he does now, guys. I'm just going to sit here and let the chat tell me what they think about this maneuver. Dude, I'm getting like vertigo taking this, you know? I'm scared of heights, and me looking at that makes me feel uneasy. Let's talk about fully extended. Look at the say that one more time, Cyber.
I think it was because he wanted to turn around, you know, so he didn't hit the trees. But he could have turned the other way around to the camera,
No. Do you
right
want to
over
know?
those two trees,
Do
you
you
know.
want to know why he moved the hook over there?
Yeah.
He moved the hook over there because he's got a strap, and he's going to put a strap around the hook, and then he's going to bring the strap back around. My whole thing was, why didn't you just
Oh,
take?
he didn't pick it.
Why didn't you just take the end of the strap and walk it over to the hook that was already on the ground, dude? You really extended that thing all the way up and brought it all the way back down.
I thought he could pick.
Listen,
he was
listen.
about to pick something up heavy, you know.
Dude, right there, what I just said on the recording, I'm thoroughly convinced that these guys have no idea what they are doing.
They don't do it. Holy fuck.
I'm all exasperated and shit. I'm all like, here, there you go, bro. Now I've fast forwarded again. So this is, who knows how much time. So now they got to pull the thing back over there, fully extended. Lower back down.
Imagine carrying that strap by hand. Holy fuck, dude. The worst.
I know. What is it, nylon?
Yeah.
Look how it's all flopping around and shit.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, God. So, dude. When's the part where this guy's... It's 6 minutes in when this guy almost dies. I'm confused. Did they already have the strap? I'm showing a picture. I'm taking an image of the foot. You know how the truck has those feet to steady itself on the ground?
Yeah.
So they fully extended those, which is actually bad as fuck. Dude, that thing is unmovable. When you look at those, the way those feet go out, oh, it's amazing. And the hardware
it is.
on the sides of that crane. And just to think, you know, it's a fucking transformer. That bitch just fucking folds right up and takes off. Can drive down the highway.
Yeah.
It's so cool. But I was taking a picture of the feet, and man, I had that goddamn tree right in the left side of my purview of the video, right when it snaps up at the guy. I got so lucky that I caught that on video. So I'm looking at it right now. And I'm thinking it hasn't snapped up yet.
I can't believe he's going to sit that right there while they hoist that thing.
Oh, this is after it snapped up.
Oh my God.
I think.
That log could go anywhere. He could get crushed underneath it.
Dude, how did we not see that?
Oh my God. It's crazy.
Maybe I should rewind it, man.
Yeah, dude.
I must have been distracted.
Oh, one of them is running? Holy fuck. He was running. And he's running back again? Jesus Christ.
I must have been distracted. Here, this is it. I'm showing the foot. Look, I'm showing the foot right here, and watch off to the left. Right here. See that?
Yeah.
He was standing right on top of it when it did that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I can't believe I didn't make sure to show you guys that. Here, let me see if I can show you one more time.
That's a fucking beginner fucking move, man.
Okay.
Holy fuck.
Here it is.
And I'm not even a fucking
Here it is.
rocker
Here it is. Here it
anything,
is. Here it is. Boom.
But that is... Yeah. That's such a fucking beginner mistake, dude.
Dude,
Holy
that
fuck.
guy should... That's just fucking crazy.
Yeah, and you could see the way he just stood there after it happened. He was a little.
Oh yeah.
Holy fuck.
Oh yeah. Here it is. One more time. Hear the guy fucking scream when it happens. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching my show. I hope you guys had fun. I will see you on the next one. I love y'all. Take care. Thanks for watching. Peace. See you tonight. Happy 420, everybody. Bye.
Happy 420.